I mean, from the submissions of the INEC lawyer, the APC lawyer, and the governor's lawyer, it is very clear that the plaintiff, the complainant, as a matter of habit, they have to complain. Because I did the election petition with these same lawyers from the same chambers. All of those senior advocates. Yeah. Some of them were young lawyers when my case was handled, and they were involved in it. They know the truth. But it is he who alleged, who has to prove it. And I reminded them informally when the court adjourned that in each unit you complain there is a problem, an eyewitness in that unit must be called upon to prove his statement on oath. So if you allege that there were 700, you have complaints over 700 units, and you also allege in the end you inform the court that you are going to tender or produce about 170 witnesses, and in the end you produce less than 20. Assuming without conceding that everything those witnesses says in respect of those specific branches were considered to them, you did not devote in those areas. As our counsel rightly said, it's like taking a bucket of water from the ocean. It doesn't affect the level. That is assuming that even the bucket contains water from the ocean. In their own case, the bucket is leaking. You can't take water. That is the summary of what I understand. And their response is to say, no, you can take a holistic view. Even not being a lawyer, you should know that the whole cannot be taken without the parts. It is the subtotal of the part that constitutes a holistic evaluation. So when the parts were not interrogated, the parts were not questioned, and as our lawyer rightly said, you just dump document. They know in my case that the court position is every exhibit you dump, you must speak and read the exhibit in court, in the open court. It is not the judges to help you do your case. So I am very satisfied, not based on any other thing, but based on what the summary of what has transpired during the trial and the written addresses by all the counsels. I will sleep much better today, even though we must admit that it is only the tribunal and the tribunal alone that will determine the outcome. But as for how I assess our lawyers vis-a-vis their lawyers, I think their lawyers will agree in private that their case is bad.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I don't know anybody.
All the political parties. But initially, the petitioners, which is the PDP, said they had motions. Motions, also the third respondent, which is APC, they said they have motions. But looking at it, they now decided that no, there's no point going to these applications because it will not be beneficial to any of these parties, and it will add to the burden of the judges. So what did they now do? They now decided to withdraw all the motions, and they went into the adoption of written addresses. And if you the respondents, you're talking about the INEC, the governor, and the APC, their adoption of addresses and adoption were articulate and quite straight to the point. You see, this is a petition that we have already said it is dead on arrival. And now, you are saying we have 4,519 polling units in Edo State. You are challenging 765 polling units. That represents 16.7% of the total polling units. Out of these 765, we only called 5 polling unit agents. What happens to the 760 units? Dead. That is for that. Then in their own final submission of their written addresses, they now considered that, oh, 50 polling units that they suspected to be, that they had over voting, were actually cancelled at the polling unit. And that is this unit that they were also asking the tribunal to nullify. You cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. It is not possible. And that is why we have told the public that APC, the governor, they are on the go, nothing stopping them. We are aiming at victory, and we know, come very soon, that judgment will be written, will be declared. He who alleges must prove. You must prove. You don't expect whether APC did not call witnesses, whether God don't call witnesses. No, you have to prove your this thing. You have to prove the petition by yourself. Out of 91.